My name is Robin Horton, and I am a compassionate entrepreneur with Trades of Hope. And I wanted to take a few minutes today and tell you about some of the exciting things that we have going on in the next couple months, and just let you know how you get to be a part of that if you like to. So at Trades of Hope, our motto, our mission is empowering women out of poverty with dignity. And dignity can take on a lot of different forms and a lot of different formats for the different artisans depending on their background. One thing that's uniform for all of our artisans is that dignity and jobs of dignity means that they are earning fair wages, that they are having enough money to be able to provide for shelter, for food, that there's health care of some sort that's included, and the opportunity for education for their children. That's universal with the artisan groups that we work with. Some of the artisan groups have an extra layer of dignity. They're working with women who have come out of an abusive situation or coming out of a human trafficking area, and these women are working towards healing. And while they're working towards healing, they're getting skills training and they're getting jobs that provide them a safe place while they heal and they prepare themselves to be successful for the rest of their life. So this month, in kind of going with that idea of what Trades of Hope is all about, for every purchase that's made this month that is valued at $50 or more, you will be able to be a part of giving back to a mom here in the U.S. who's been going through a tough time. The way that's going to happen is for every purchase that's made through Trades of Hope this month of April for $50 or more, Trades of Hope will be gifting a piece of our jewelry to a mom in the United States who's healing from domestic abuse. And so that's a really exciting thing to be a part of, to be able to do something here for a mom who's struggling. This will help her feel loved, help her feel valued, help her know that she is important and that she is seen. So that is option number one, is making a purchase of $50 or more. Another way that we provide dignity is by reaching out to the women in the community where our artisans are living. And one area that we're going to be doing that for the next 3 months is in Uganda. In Uganda, women are required in most situations to source their own medical supplies to keep them sterile and to bring them with them to the hospital whenever it's time to deliver. I can't imagine having that job, having that burden of how am I going to pay for those things? Where am I going to get them? How do I keep them from becoming contaminated before I get to the hospital? It's just a lot for a mom to have to add onto her plate when she's preparing for having a baby. So in 2010, this lady named Melissa, she was in Uganda to adopt her daughter. Her daughter had been orphaned because her mom had died during childbirth. And she saw this great need and she began raising funds for what she calls a mama kit. And a mama kit has all of those supplies that a woman needs to take with her to the hospital in order to deliver in a more safe environment. And so Trades of Hope is partnering with Mercy for Mamas and going to be gifting some of those mama kits to the women in Uganda through parties that are hosted in the next few months. So anytime we have a party that has $750 in sales, Trades of Hope is going to be gifting a mama kit and through Mercy for Mamas on your behalf. In addition to that, because I think it's a really neat thing and I want to increase the impact, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So if you host a party with me and you have $750 in sales, then I'm going to pay for a mama kit as well. So your party could gift 2 mama kits, and that would give a mom there in Uganda the ability to have the supplies she needs and hopefully have a more sterile and a more safe delivery, which is an amazing impact. So now what I'd like to do is give you several options on how you can be involved. Option number 1, I would love to have a couple people who this month, in the month of April, would be willing to gather 15 of their friends who could spend $50 to make 15 purchases. That would give you enough to be able to supply a lot of women with sustainable work because of the purchases you're making. You will also be gifting 15 women here in the United States who are coming out of domestic abuse a new piece of jewelry to help them feel valued and loved. And then you would also be able to gift 2 mama kits to women in Uganda, one on behalf of Trades of Hope and one coming from me. And I think that would just be a lot of fun. I mean, who doesn't want to be a part of gifting all of those different things? So that's option 1, gathering 15 friends, and we get a party going and we do all of these things with the month of April. Option number 2, I am going to open up a party link of my own. And it maybe you're just not into the hosting thing right now, it just doesn't fit for you, something like that, but you still want to be a part. Well, you could make a $50 purchase yourself. And when you make that $50 purchase, then you're going to have a part of gifting that gift to the woman here in the United States. And then once I get 15 of you together to do that, then we'll be able to give those 2 mama kits to the women in Uganda. So that's option number 2. Option number 3, maybe you're like, wow, this is so cool. I wish I could be a part of this in an even bigger format. You can. You can do what I do. You can be a compassionate entrepreneur. And in the month of April, because we've changed up our enrollment kits, amazing deal, you could actually join and start doing what I do with no cost out of your pocket other than the sales tax on the kit that you choose. So I'd love to talk with you about that and give you the details. This is a great little side gig for me. It's something that I'm able to provide some for my family with, and I'm also able to do an impact across the world in ways that I would have never dreamed of being able to do a couple years ago. So that's a really neat option. If you can't do any of those right now, would you at least consider sharing this with somebody who could? Could you think of someone who might want to shop for a Mother's Day gift or a graduation gift from Trades of Hope and say, hey, I know about this really cool company. Or maybe you know somebody who's looking for a little side gig on their own. And you say, hey, I got an idea for you. This is a great month. Let's get into this. Whatever it is that you think you could share about, sharing would be important, because the more we get the word out, the more impact we have. And that's the goal here at Trades of Hope. Empowering women out of poverty with dignity, with sustainability. So I hope you all have a great day, and I hope we can find wonderful ways to partner together. Thanks.